I had to mentally prepare myself to bring these predictions, and literally, the predictions were ready on the first, but I just could not bring myself to make this video. March is the most powerful month of this year. It's going to be eventful, it's going to be disruptive, and it's going to impact every person's life, no matter who you are, where you are, and what you do. With many planets being in planetary war, Venus and Mercury in retrogression, Saturn moving signs, and two eclipses, this month is nothing short of a universal shift in things and energy. Let's see how this month is going to impact the world as well as you. If I mention a particular sign, it's for your sun sign and your moon sign. There are stock market predictions at the end of the video. So let's see what this month is bringing for you. And before I start, as always, I would like to thank my Jyotish Gurus and my spiritual gurus for always guiding me. I'm truly grateful. So let's look at the month ahead. As soon as we cross the 28th of February, things are suddenly going to start ticking around the world. As predicted in the last month's stock predictions, the market already saw a steep correction on the 28th of February. And I will be covering detailed stock predictions at the end of this video. March begins with many of you trying to clear emotional confusion and resolve issues around fears that surround your mind, circumstances that are confusing, and some manipulation around you. For many of you, manipulation is going to be revealed. You're going to understand, you're going to suddenly see the reality of things. This will stand true for both professional as well as personal relationships. Many of you are struggling with finances at this point, and you're really trying to pull yourself out of a difficult financial position. And you feel and are aware of the fact that you are about to see success, but you're still waiting for it. Post the 2nd of March, relationships are going to be challenging as you struggle through emotional confusion and internal turmoil within your own self. Many of you need to heal past trauma and fears from the past, or fears and apprehensions about your current relationships or those relationships that you plan to get in. This is an important, powerful, transformative time when you can finally break free from these old patterns. And believe me, if you try to resist this change, it's going to get much worse for you. So sit down, reflect, contemplate, and work through your emotional confusions. Bring in that healing. It's the time to let go of the past and it's time to move forward. The time around the 11th of March is a difficult time where some of you will have sudden health issues. So please watch out for your health. It's also a time in the world when there'll be agitation around some government policies and many regions will see sudden conflict. The 15th of March is going to see many challenges around the world with certain trade relationships failing or changing and political tensions rising. The geopolitical scenario is going to change it this month for sure. There will be talks of certain sanctions and disruption in relationships within countries. This is a very challenging time for relationships. Remember to be quiet. The best thing to do in this month is be quiet. Remember in school, the teacher used to say, put your finger on your lips and sit down. That is the best advice for this month. The circumstances around you are going to be challenging. Your emotional and mental health is going to be in a tizzy. There will be a lot of turmoil around you. The best thing you can do is surrender. Go with the flow and do not react. Just shut your mouth and sit in one corner and let the storm pass. March is not a month to make financial decisions, file important documents, legal, financial, or otherwise. Do not make important financial decisions or sign new contracts or partnerships in this month. Or anything crucial to your future should just be avoided in this month. This is a time of disruption and change. It's a time of clearance. So you have to allow the clearance to happen first. For you to lay a foundation to anything, first you need to clear. And this month, the universe is going to clear not just the world, not just yourself, your life, but also within yourself, your mental pattern. This time of disruption and change will eventually lead to new beginnings and new opportunities. And this is the upside to this. But first, the disruption and then the new beginnings. This month is preparing you for what lies ahead, which will be positive and there will be newness. But for the old has but for that the old has to go. And this process is never easy. The whole universe is shifting into new energy. It's going to take a few months, and the disruption of the clearing of the old is going to start in this month. So do not resist the changes that are coming to you. Go with them and make the changes that you're required to within you, within your own mental makeup and around you. Use this opportunity for intellectual growth and human evolution, spiritual growth. The universe is pushing you towards change. So be in sync and let the change come to you. This month is crucial to all, but it is more critical for the signs of Aquarius, Pisces, Leo, Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius, Taurus, and Libra. It's best to avoid travel in this month as there is a danger of a natural calamity happening in this month. So there will be one natural calamity that's going to hit in the world somewhere. I'm not going to be region specific, but I will tell you avoid travel if possible. This is also a month where there'll be some agitation around the government or against the government or against some government policies or some sort of a terror attack or threat in hilly regions or religious places or educational institutions. This month can also lead to chaos and disruption due to some court judgment or an announcement made by the government at large. Some regions will see violence and danger of a terror attack. So be safe, be alert, and avoid traveling unless you really must. The above dangers are at its peak in the last few days of March. So, the last few days of March, please avoid traveling unless you really, really need to. Be safe, be alert, and remember it's a time of conflict. Stay away from arguments. It's going to get difficult. Stay at home if you cannot resist getting into fights. Just stay in. Be quiet. Do not react. This month can also bring some days of major breakdown in technology, a major cyber attack, and problems around governance are bound to happen. So if your organization or work is connected to these, you need to be extra alert and make an effort to safeguard yourself and safeguard your losses. End of the month will bring some very peculiar and new geopolitical scenarios, which will finally, in the long term, conclude to an even more aggressive war situation in the world. It's a time of destruction, as I had mentioned before. So remember to calm your nerves, stay calm, and don't add to the chaos. Instead, the only resistance you can have is the resistance to hold on to whatever it is that is leaving your life. Surrender, go with the faith, go with the flow, go with the change. Embrace the new. Many new beginnings await you at the end of this phase, which will end somewhere in May. So, the next 6 to 8 weeks, wait for the new opportunities to come to you. Be open to change and stay positive. It's a powerful month. Convert it to your best. It's a great time for spiritual evolution and spiritual practices. You can see immense progress in your spiritual growth in this month if you use this energy to change things within yourself and break out of old thinking patterns and old habits. So spend time meditating every night, get into chanting, and recognize your life because that's exactly what the universe is trying to do, as well as trying to do to you as well as to the world. Have a great month ahead. So let's look at stock predictions for this month. Stock predictions. The month begins with volatility and minor corrections are predicted. The banking and finance sector is going to hit an all-time low in this month. For crypto or NFT, the art segment, this month is going to be extremely important as it will see a correction, but at the same time, suddenly a lot of options are going to suddenly gain, new options are going to emerge, some newness is going to happen. So, a lot of the new opportunities and a lot of volatility is in this segment. Overall, there will be losses in the month of March for those dealing in this particular segment. As March comes to an end, there will be some very stringent policies or some action taken by the governments to curb this sector, which will lead to major chaos. There will be restructuring happening. This month month is also a month where the blue chip stocks are also going to see a correction. The 10th, 11th, and 12th of March is when this segment is going to start seeing a correction. The 13th, 14th, and 15th of March, the market is an even lower point. 15th of March is a major red for the stock market. The market will continue to see a downward movement till the end of the month. If you're looking to buy into the lowest point was going to hit between the 28th to the 31st of March. So if you want to get into the market at the lowest point you're waiting to buy, these are your dates. Overall, a very crazy month for the stock market and global economy, as there is going to be a lot of economic changes, change in policies, change in trade relationships in this particular month. Remember to apply your analysis and in-depth study and knowledge of the stock market, as astrology is only a guidelines. Do not gamble with your money. Happy trading. Be alert in this month as there's going to be too much action happening. This is all that I have for you for the month of March. I hope you stay safe and sane in this month. I will be back with predictions in April. Till then, take care and have a great month ahead.